Alright, so quickly I'll be showing us how the XLOOKUP work in Excel, as the XLOOKUP is much more advanced compared to VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP. I think it's the modern lookup function that we have in Excel. So XLOOKUP is a modern and more powerful replacement for VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. It allows you to search for a value and return a matching result from another column or row more flexibly and accurately. Okay, so the syntax for XLOOKUP, it has the lookup value, the lookup array, the return array, and result if not found. You can notice that we don't have the row indexing here because XLOOKUP automatically handles that on its own. All right, so the components of XLOOKUP, let me explain the parameters quickly. So we have the lookup value, which is the value you want to find, the lookup array, which looks at the range where Excel searches, the return array, which looks at the range containing the result, and if not found, optional message if value is not found. All right, so yeah, that's really wonderful. All right, so we'll do some exercises to actually showcase how the XLOOKUP work. We'll do some exercises and show examples of how to actually use XLOOKUP efficiently. All right, so let's do the basic first. All right, let's just showcase how this particular lookup works, XLOOKUP works. Let me just copy this in the table. I'm going to grab it with Ctrl C and paste on Excel using Ctrl V. All right, let's try to get 5,000. That's the value for rice. Okay, so I'm going to do equal to XLOOKUP. So let's look for the value. Let's look for rice. Okay, let's look for rice. All right, let's search for rice in this particular row and return the value of rice in this particular row. It's that simple. We are saying rice, find it here and give me the corresponding horizontal value. Just that's what I'm saying basically. Very simple and straightforward. You can see we have 5,000. This is just the basic XLOOKUP function. All right, so the next thing we're going to look at is advantages of XLOOKUP over VLOOKUP. So with XLOOKUP, you can search left or right, and column index not needed. In XLOOKUP, we don't need column indexing. Built-in error handling works vertically and horizontally, and flexible and accurate. So XLOOKUP is just much more efficient, and it solves the problem better compared to VLOOKUP and also HLOOKUP, just like I mentioned at the beginning. All right, so let's also try error handling using XLOOKUP. Okay, so I'm going to clear this table. Let's grab this fresh table for products and also prices. I'm going to drop this here. All right, let me also carry the results table and drop here. So what we're trying to do here is to get the result for yam. As you can see, yam is not present on the table above. So we can see, let's showcase how the error handling XLOOKUP actually works. All right, so I'm going to type the same function again. We're going to say equal to XLOOKUP. So we're looking for yam, all right, in this particular column, and we are looking for a corresponding result in this particular column. Now we're going to add one more argument which says, but if I add argument, let me close bracket to see what the result is going to be. So we're going to have not applicable because we didn't see yam here. All right. But with the error handling in XLOOKUP, you can now put extra parameter which speaks to if not found. So if not found, return not found. Okay. We can see that instead of having a blank outcome to give you not found, showing that this yam that we're looking for could not be found on the lookup array. All right, so that's it. All right, so we'll also do more exercises to actually showcase XLOOKUP more. XLOOKUP is really sweet, like it's one of the best, and lookup is not one of the best so far at the moment on Excel. I think it's the best lookup function that you can actually use in Excel. All right, so we'll try a couple of more exercises to actually showcase how the XLOOKUP works. All right, so let's take one more normal exercise. I'm going to delete this. Let's grab this particular table and also drop here. Okay. Then we'll also grab this for result and paste. Now you can see that we have yam here, so we should be able to get the correct result since we have yam available. So I'm going to try the same function again, equal to XLOOKUP. All right, we are looking for beans. Okay, let's look for beans instead. Look for beans in this particular column, and we're trying to find the corresponding value for beans in this particular column, close brackets. I can even add not found, but not found will only work if it is not found. But let me just add not found to actually explain something. So let's say not found. Not found is in case it doesn't find the beans we are looking for, let it return not found. You can see it actually found the beans, so we have 4,000 for beans, which is the value. Okay, but let's just try to take out these beans. Let's see what happens. It will automatically change to not found. Let's see. You can see instead of returning error, it says not found because this particular blank cannot be found in the selection that we made. All right, so that's it for the simple XLOOKUP use. So one more thing I'm going to showcase is the power of XLOOKUP, which is moving from left. All right, look up to the left, and also it can look up left, both left and right. So let's try the left lookup, how it works to be able to look up to the left. Let's do a sample. So I'm going to just grab this table again, and I'm going to paste it here. I'm going to drop the table on Excel, then grab the second table for the search. I'm going to drop this table again on Excel. All right, so let me expand this more so that it's visible. All right, so now the task here is to find the product name. All right, you can see here we have just the price. We'll now use this price here to get the product name. All right, so the same exact formula, just we're going to switch it a bit. So say equal to XLOOKUP, but let Excel find me this 4,000, this particular 4,000 value. All right, find it here in this particular selection and return the product where it says 4,000. You press enter, you can see we have beans returned. That's the power of XLOOKUP. It looks both left and right, which is really, really amazing. All right, so one more thing we're going to look at is I don't think there's any need taking this the students scroll lookup is still the same approach that I just showed us earlier. All right, but just let me just copy because I'm really enjoying the use of this XLOOKUP. It makes work much more easier for people that do lookups in their analysis. All right, so I'm going to just grab this and drop here. So let's just try to actually showcase this. So I'm going to just do equal to XLOOKUP. So we are saying the lookup value is Mary. So check Mary here. Anytime here, anywhere you see Mary, give me the corresponding value for Mary. And here Mary is 65. So we're gonna see 65 here, which is really, really amazing. We already talked about error handling. It's the same everywhere. So what are the basic mistakes people make on XLOOKUP? Wrong array sizes. Ensure that your array size is okay, so lookup and return arrays must match. You understand the number of your lookup, number of rows or whatever you're selecting, they should match. Both lookup and return arrays should match. Wrong range selection, ensure you select the correct range. Missing value returns error. Mixing rows and columns incorrectly, so to give you a wrong result. So match directions properly. So what are the self-learning tips? Always match lookup array with a return array. Let me give you an example of what they mean by a match lookup array. Let's say, for example, want to return value for Mary, right? But in my selection, I now come and selected only instead of selecting my all this, I'm now selecting only this. There'll be a problem. I won't be able to get the correct result. So ensure that what you're selecting on the left hand side is also the same on the right hand side. That's if you're going from left to right or right to left. All right, so thank you and cheers. Bye for now.